Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three escorts that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard, played by Char.
Okay, he's trying to eat stuff off my desk. You can't. It's illegal.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't. He's gonna get
Yes, he can.
diarrhea.
Don't listen to him, Kennedy. You can do whatever you want. In the bottom middle, we have Mayhem, Vigilante Fighter, played by Will.
Down here in the middle. Yes.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, Maestro Bard, played by Alex.
Hello.
And today's episode is brought to you by the Twin, which is these two little froggy guys. They're very green, so they're gonna get hollowed out. But in any case, last time on Third Action, oh, not the right song. Last time on Third Action, our heroes found themselves in the midst of another harrow reading from the Ghost of Zalara. You learned some things, which I shan't repeat, for it is your prerogative to remember the harrowings. But with new information at hand at this next chapter in your adventures, you made a little date night with one Blackjack, the legendary hero of the city. And he asked you to bring the girl, and you did. And his plan is to try to get the girls out of the city. Both people convicted or accused, rather, of killing the king, one Trinia Sabor and one Amelia Hill. And yeah, he suggested that you meet up with a friend of his where he has stashed the girl Amelia for the time being. And turns out that friend is a friend of yours as well, one Vencarlo Orsini, the headmaster of the Orsini sword fighting academy in Old Corvosa. It was there that you met Vencarlo, who gave you a nice chunk of change and offered to board the girls for the night while you work out a plan to get them out of the city. He has an acquaintance who lives in Hars, who's currently at the Trot Inn, just 12 miles north of town, who can get the girls to relative safety so that they can kind of lay down low for a while and let this whole assassination business blow over. And so, it seems that you've agreed to help, and thus, you're left to your own devices. So, it is currently like 9 p.m., and to show you on the map here, hey, I have the actual Florizia map now. You guys are currently in Corvosa, which is in the southeastern corner of Florizia proper. If you watched our previous season of Third Action, it mostly took place in Sandpoint over here on the west, and Magnamar went up to Turtleback Ferry, back to Sandpoint, up to Riddleport, and then all the way over to the Couldarn Mountains, where they found Old Zin Shalast at the very end. But this adventure is taking place all the way over here in this corner of the map. So yeah, you've got it's as the crow flies, it's like 60-ish miles to get to Hars directly, but the Trot Inn is just about 12 miles out of town. That's like a half day's travel by foot or by horse. And yeah, I think with that said, we'll go ahead and jump back into the map here. I'm not sure why my overlay just died, but it did. Hopefully that'll fix
Bye,
it.
overlay.
Bye forever.
While that's getting sorted, what would you guys like to do? Oh, I also updated the map a bunch. Sure, I'll do some small housekeeping things. Things I noticed while I was updating the map. I put a couple of things in the wrong place and lied to you. I originally said that this spot here, the Three Rings Tavern, was Corvosa's Mercy. They were just a block away from each other. This is the orphanage where you met the children, so you're actually a block away from where I said you were. And similarly, I claimed that this building was the church of the Dawnflower. That's actually over here, a little bit to the southwest, the church, the Temple of Saren Ray. The Marble Dome, is actually a theater.
Oh.
It's an opera house, basically.
They were very convincing actors.
Yes. So I'm just going to update things to the new locations where they should be. Pretend like you were at those locations all along. I think those are the only two that I noticed that actually mattered. Otherwise, I'm still kind of in the process of adding labels everywhere. It's a slow process because my hand has been hurting for the last couple months and it is hard to type. So, but we'll go as we go. But in any case, welcome. Your move. It looks like the overlay fixed itself. Cool.
Are you sad? Oh, it's nighttime.
It is nighttime. You have just stepped out of the academy and you're out on the street. Just outside.
We have money.
Plenty of funds. What he's given us plus what we've already have, so not worried about that.
I think our bigger challenge is just going to be getting all the supplies lined up before the day, too much of the day tomorrow burns away. Unless there's a night market where we can go pick up all these things. It's probably a thing for first in the morning.
Anything open at 9 p.m.
Not really. It depends on what you're trying to get exactly. There's a couple of stores open this late, but a lot of places, especially with all the unrest lately, have been closing early.
Makes sense.
Need to wait till morning then, I imagine.
Hey, come on.
And I can do some other work in preparing some rations for our journey. We should have snacks. But in terms of renting a horse and or a carriage, it's probably something we'll do closer to the gate. But other than that, was there anything that anyone else wanted to grab?
They have their cloaks. And is there anything that would help us conceal? Like, do we have to look like merchants when we leave, or we just have to be? Is it weird to not or to travel with like merchants if you're not a merchant, or is that normal?
Could be bodyguards, potentially. Some people in the city are starting to know who you are. That may or may not matter.
I have one of the same cloaks that Trinia already has on that I can loan out, but we may want to pick up other disguises. I feel like we've worn out our Eel's End costumes, so we have to come up with another getup. But we have a disguise kit. At least I got one.
I have one as well.
I don't, but I'm also hard to disguise.
You certainly can, just make new disguises using your disguise kits.
I I can like hide my tail, dye my fur, shave my fur.
Don't think we need to go that far, but we could definitely dye your fur temporarily.
Black's a hard color to dye. So you can powder it white.
We have to bleach it first. It's a whole process.
Like, that's better than shave. That's like the same as shaving. Make me pink. That won't stand
You
out.
could wear a mask, Majenko pipes in, on your shoulder.
Kid, is that weird? Do people wear masks and people are like, oh, that's fine. That's just the masked person.
Galarian's a weird place.
Yeah. Oh, I could just wear like a bandana, or I could wear a full-on weird mask.
And combined with something like one of these clandestine cloaks, your features would be pretty generically disguised unless someone's very specifically hunting you down.
Get you one of those plague masks.
Ooh, yeah, the really long ones. I can hide a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah. And your nose.
And my nose. I think I have a shorter nose than everyone else here.
Muzzle.
Maybe. So I guess
It's up to you. What do you guys want to do?
There's nothing open. I guess we should go to sleep because there's nothing open. And then shop really early. How early do stores tend to open?
Places start opening as early as like 6 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking through what I remember of the Gilded Knight. And what they have, and like we can definitely go there to pick you up a disguise kit at least.
You don't need to get a disguise kit for Regan. You can just use your disguise kit to make a disguise for her.
Okay. Sadly,
The only reason you need a disguise kit is if you want to make it yourself.
She has so much stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to update her inventory, but and there's other shops around town.
She has a set of tearaway clothing.
Yes, finally.
That's important sometimes.
And sometimes it's not important, but it's still fun.
Well, yeah, Mayhem can wear and very easy to rip off outward disguise and his disguise under that, so he could be double disguised.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's me.
There's no limit of how many layers of tearaway clothing you can have.
And it's me again.
It was me the whole time.
Clark Kent wearing Superman, wearing Clark Kent wearing Superman.
I guess we can
Alright.
sleep, and then you want to meet at the script in Scrimshaw tomorrow at like 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m.
Sure. Like on the to-do list as we've been talking, I have me making some rations for the trip, renting a carriage and some horses. Obviously, Tullios needs the tearaway clothing. We need to make you a disguise, Regan. And I was going to loan out the clandestine cloak to... Gosh, her name begins with an A, and my brain is blanking.
Amelia?
Amelia.
Might I suggest we meet at, say, 7 a.m. so that we can all get a full 8 hours of sleep and achieve a proper long rest?
As long as you promise to actually go to sleep and not go take a shift.
Did you
this
not
evening.
nap?
I'm just
What happened
suggesting.
to your nap? Okay, I forgot like old people need more sleep. I actually think they need less sleep. Like, realistically, but
There's just
you know.
Tully does not have a good response and is biting his tongue right now. Just
How long do cat folks sleep?
I think as long as everyone else.
Okay, I was like, is it as long as cats? Because like 18 hours a day of sleep.
No, the typical 8.
Animal adventurers are very rare because they can't stay awake long enough usually.
Some of, of the older cat folk like to sleep 20 hours a day, so
Yeah.
humans probably also need to sleep 20 hours a day.
Alright.
I think it should
Well,
still be.
assuming that you guys then, are trying to meet back at the Script and Scrimshaw bright and early at 7 a.m. That is totally reasonable. Nothing happens overnight. That's on. Okay. So, yeah, you regroup at the Script and Scrimshaw. The usual people are there. Why are they not? I'm not sure where they're hiding currently, so...
You've put them away. Lizzie's down.
Shields from
house.
Flame and Lizzie. Oh, yeah, I can grab her then. Me and my insistence on, like, having everybody on the map.
Where they belong.
I'll make a variety pack of sandwiches for the road.
Yeah, you can, you don't have to walk over to the Script and Scrimshaw, so you have time to, get working on making some sandwiches. When Lizzie... do you tell Lizzie what you're up to? Because she comes in and... actually, maybe she would come in with Mayhem. Or rather...
yeah, I think Tully would let her know that he's going to be escorting some people out of town, and we'll be back tomorrow, is the expectation.
Okay,
So he would,
so...
she'd bring her along.
Alright, so yeah, Lizzie would just follow along then in the morning. Shields from Flame would probably be in early. And
I would let Shields from Flame know that I'll be out and about for about a day.
Sounds good, boss. I'll make sure things are kept safe here. Do you want me to stay overnight?
Only if you're comfortable with it. I hope things at home are somewhat calmer. But it would be nice to have someone keep an eye on the place.
Oh yeah, have you not heard? Thousand Bones received the body and sounds like he's going to take some of the other more rambunctious tribesmen and make their way back to the Cinderlands for a time to hold the funeral rites.
I didn't hear. But I'm glad to hear that Thousand Bones is going to settle the frayed nerves that his grandson's death unfortunately kicked up. I wish that hadn't happened, but I'm glad to really am glad to hear that things seem to have settled in a good place.
I agree, but at least the open skies and warmer air will, I think, revitalize them a bit. And maybe get all the others to calm down some as well.
How far off is the Cinderlands? Like, I know Corvosa is very coastal.
Oh, it's quite a ways away. You have to go pretty far north. And I can show you.
Whoa,
yeah,
that is
let's
a
see.
journey.
Yeah. So the Cinderlands is way up north. From Corvosa, it's like 160 miles to get to Kermaga, which is like right at the edge of the Storval Plateau. And then you go another like 50, 60 miles to get deep into the Cinderlands, which is where she'll inform you that that's where the Skull tribe that Thousand Bones is part of is primarily situated.
I wish them a safe journey. It's a long distance and some challenging geography. Those stairs.
so strange. I'm not sure why my overlay is getting messed up every time I go to the map page, but well. New Foundry update, new bugs. Yeah, she'll. Yeah. So yeah, things at home are going fine. So I've got time to stay here if you don't mind. Is it okay if I just stay in one of the rooms upstairs?
Of course. Claim one of the rooms as your own, and just keep an eye on the place. Hopefully
thing,
the
boss.
city will stay calm for vaguely 24 hours. That would be nice.
I hope so. And it's around that time that Regan and Mayhem and Lizzie would come in.
I have to cast my little wand. Where is my little wand? My daily wand.
Casting a little spell.
Just
It's
casting a
Longstrider.
little spell. No.
Oh.
It's my mystic armor.
Oh, mystic armor?
Every single day.
Always just in case.
Because we keep getting into trouble. I will cast at some point.
I hope everyone
There
wanted
it
peanut
is.
butter and jelly.
Yeah, your supplies are still a bit limited at this business level, so you make what you can. Fairly basic rations, but they should last you for the day.
There's a couple of wands that could be of fun use that I see that are for sale if we wanted to swing by.
Totally.
Well, is that your first stop? Off to the Gilded Knight?
I think so.
All right.
As we make our way
Gilded
there,
Knight it
where
is.
exactly would we rent carriages and horses from? Because I don't feel like
Um,
that's Krista's. That's like
There is a stable. It's the same stable I think you went to last time. It's called Horse Shop. It is over in East Shore. It is like the one real stable in town. There's a couple of what do you call them? Wheelwrights nearby who sell carriages and things. I think so. You wouldn't be able to rent a carriage. Those tend to be like you would book a carriage service, but you think you probably should not try to book a carriage service because that would be you'd be putting yourselves in the hands of whoever you're booking with.
that's fair.
We could gift them the carriage, I suppose, if we really don't want to keep it, but that seems like...
You can have the wagon. You don't need to have the carriage.
True. We still have the same problem if we put the wagon.
The wagon's
There's
small, we
places
can
to park
put
the
one.
wagon near the Script and Scrimshaw if you wanted to keep
not
it.
super large enough. It's not going to be a
No.
problem.
Yeah. There's like an alley nearby, and yeah, you can
Nice.
actually
Smart
Yeah,
car
there's a
parking.
pretty close
It's not,
alley.
SUV parking. That's fair.
Smart car.
We could put it right next to the future back door of the Script and Scrimshaw.
I mean the wall.
Yeah.
It's like, the what? That's a wall. Yes.
Well,
The
you
future.
are next to a couple of empty businesses. You could you could attempt to buy those lots out and get a stable put in.
I don't know that we would go the full length for a stable, but as long as there's a place to park the carriage when we're not using it, I feel like.
But yeah, you can park the carriage there, and there's some stables near the horse shop. There's some stables near you. There's stables all over town that you can use.
Can we buy the carriage and rent the horses? Is that a reasonable move?
Yes, you could buy the carriage and rent the horses.
I think I would go
Have to
for
haul-
that.
Then we have to
Um,
haul the carriage back, or are we going to...
Like, we would haul the carriage back. It's just like, if you buy the horses, then you got to take care of the horses thereafter.
Sure.
I mean, that's reasonable. You could, you basically bring the carriage back to your place, park it nearby, and then take the horses back to the stable.
All right, seems reasonable enough. And what was the cost on that? It's not
If you want to,
at all.
yeah, if you want a nice carriage, it's 100 gold. If you want a wagon, I believe it's like 25.
Yeah, 25. And then we would need horses. Riding horses are 8 gold apiece. 4 horses are 30 gold apiece. Barding is expensive if we want to pay for that too. Not that expensive, but...
I hope we don't need war horses.
Well, if you're just renting the horses, it's like a silver per day.
Yeah,
You don't
so
need to buy any of that.
shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
They come with their own barding.
Wow, horses come with their own barding.
Yeah, they're born that way.
Well, the rented
The
horses
rent-
have barding on them.
They're born that
Horses are
way.
born with their own barding. That's how you know they're rentals.
They're used. They're gently used. One of them may look a little bit raggedy.
Yay! Like Blitz or whatever. It's like, oh my god, this old horse is gonna die.
I've actually forgotten what happened to those horses. I don't remember if you left them to die when you went into.
Thought we left them to die.
I think
I
Atcha
feel like some goblins
realized
got
we
them.
left them to die at some point. And I don't remember what happened after that.
Ran away.
Maybe I'll have to
Everything's
go back
fine.
and check. I blacked that out. But okay. Yeah, anything you're buying from Nia? Anything you want to go anywhere else and buy?
So, there are 2 wands that are possibly useful right now. One is the Wand of Restyle, and the Wand of Illusory Disguise.
Love illusions. How
Would be
does this
useful for
last?
disguising
An hour.
ourselves. There's also Wand of Fashionista, which just sounds fun.
It's restyle. Permanently change one piece of clothing to fit my aesthetic sensibilities. Oh dear.
I mean, you can just change it to whatever basically you want it to look like style-wise. But that could mean, you know, if you want to be less ostentatious or change your look a little bit, you can
More
always cast that spell again and
bones.
change it back the next day.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ending alarm. Animate rope bubbles.
Yeah.
Disguise is
I think I can actually use illusory disguise. It is an occult spell.
Excellent.
So I'd pick that up. If I'm gonna loan out my cloak of my clandestine cloak to Amelia, then I'll use illusory disguise on myself.
All right, so yeah, you can grab that wand. That is where is it? Disguise.
I think it just took the money out of my bag automatically.
Oh, yep, it did.
You may have already
It
grabbed
did.
it, yeah.
Yeah, if you click the little buy button, it does it for you. So that's that was 60 gold. Oh, I actually didn't give you the gold individually. Did you? Did someone already take the gold that he gave you? The 5
In the
or
party
50
stash?
50 gold.
Yeah, I put it into my wallet, which has been functioning as team
Okay.
Okay.
wallet.
Long as
So
it's-
total wealth right now in my sheet is absurd.
So make sure to ask Daddy for stuff if you need.
Daddy, give me money.
Daddy more bucks has all the money.
You have so much and I have so little.
If
Money,
you ever want a
please.
stack of this,
Please.
by all means.
I've done
never done
nothing wrong
anything
ever.
wrong in my life.
Yeah, I know.
I know this, and I love it. Yeah, that was all I had off the top of my head. I just saw those might be useful for us sneaking through the city.
I don't know if any of like the scrolls are particularly useful for for sneaking around.
Cully, do you want the tearaway clothes? You can get them.
I don't foresee myself getting much use out of them at the moment.
Okay.
How many
Thank you.
healing potions do I have, and is it enough?
That is a good question.
Let me find them. Do I have none? How did this happen?
You might have spent them.
I think I just gave them away. Oh no, here they are.
You might have given them
I
away.
have 8 healing potions of a variety.
Yeah, I've
What
got
are my consumables? They shouldn't
11
be there. Should
right
be down
now.
here. Lesser
Or 10,
minor.
assuming
There
that's
is
correct.
lesser minor. Minor. Okay, it's no greater. So I think I'm good on that. Yep, I think I'm good on stuff here.
Any other travel goods we should get for the girls, or I'm just spitballing out
Do
loud
they
right
need
now.
tearaway clothing?
They're going to have magical disguises, and we still have a disguise kit we can
And we
use.
should want them to keep those disguises on, I imagine.
Yes.
Yes, but if the disguise fails, then I guess their face would be the same though.
Yes, we don't have tearaway faces.
So,
Not yet.
terrifying. I also don't see any masks in this list of equipment, so
Yeah. I do have a
sadly,
face mask. It just
Oh,
covers the bottom half.
Are you looking for a mask, darling?
Yes. Do you have
I do
masks?
have a few. And she goes into a back room to kind of dig around. Just a couple.
They weird.
And she adds a few items to the shop. She has where is it? A rubber mask. Where'd it go?
Who's the rubber mask? of?
Ooh, it's terrifying.
It's a rubber mask of Eodred,
I
the
figure
king.
kind of want it.
Oh yeah, that'll go over real well.
I could mark that.
I think that would do the opposite of trying to.
A second.
It's why I haven't yet, but I kind of want it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so she's got a rubber mask of Eodred II. This other one is just like a masquerade mask, the fine one. I'll call it a red masquerade mask. A plague mask, which has like water purifiers in it, and this one's just like a simple white mask. It's like a half face mask. A pretty Phantom of the Opera style.
Like the plague mask now that Tullios put it in my head that you can purchase these. And they also look cool and weird. And they protect you from your stuffs. And I have 10 gold and don't have to ask anybody. That's my final gold. So yeah, I'll pluck that. There goes my money.
Somebody want
Perfect
one of
day.
those other wands I can buy for them?
Was the other wand? The
Restyle.
restyle?
Fashionista, or if anything else jumps out at you, I have.
Wait, where's fashionista? Oh, it's up here.
I see restyle and yeah, fashionista. If you would like either
Ooh.
of those, I'd be happy to put up the 60 GP.
I like fashionista, even though it's not permanent. It's an hour. You can be so fashionable.
Useful for distracting. It's my thought process.
Oh. I could be so high-end fashion. But yeah, I
Just
can
so
create
you
a
off the other
diversion.
direction, keeping the people's attention on you for a minute while.
Yeah, go for it. We can be
Yeah.
your bodyguards. Like you could be some diva that we're escorting out of the city.
I'm gonna be very flamboyant with my mask and my fashionista skills. Oh, deception! My God! All right, this is gonna be a travesty. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, it gives you
I
a status
will.
bonus to it.
I'll need it. Sure.
All right.
Fashionista.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to transfer money between yourselves.
I
Yeah.
am clicking buttons.
I don't have any money.
I'm buying the rubber mask.
Ooh.
Tullios is looking at it for a while. You guys keep going to other things. Tullios keeps coming back to it. It's staring him in the face.
He's just kind of. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
You can spectate the
find a use for it.
trade.
I'm trying to figure out how to split a pile of gold.
Mm.
Oh,
Drag and drop. Can you?
yeah, you should just be able to. Here, I can do it.
Okay, yeah, I put the gold in there and then I can specify a number.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
So how much this was? Yeah, you can have here.
My allowance.
Well, you should probably just
Ooh,
give
my God.
everyone some of the platinum that you guys just got.
I can't be trusted to hold on to such heavy coinage.
No, that's right. I mean, I am not gatekeeping the money. I am fumbling with the UI to trade the money.
Here, I'm gonna split
I
the
accept all the
platinum
trades.
as well. Here, I'm just gonna take some of this platinum, and I'm gonna give. Oh, never
We're
mind.
trying to.
Oh, everyone's getting traded.
Okay,
Yeah, Regan, like I think you need to
you're
accept the
doing the
trade.
trade.
'cause
All right.
It's
I
in
thought I
it's
did.
in progress.
Oh no, I only have a cancel. Let's see. Yeah, I accept.
Oh, you both have to accept it.
Yeah, you haven't accepted my acceptance.
Yeah,
I don't
Felix has
see
to
a-
accept it as well. There's
I-
a little person icon you have to click. This is now a UI stream.
Trade.
So we have two going on at the same
Trade
time, which seems like a
concluded.
bad idea. So I got out of it entirely.
Okay,
All
so
right.
my view has 2 green check boxes on it, and just a loading screen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is taking a look at it, I saw that
Okay.
happen. But,
I don't know how that
Yeah,
works, so
spectate my
here,
own
I'm just
trade.
gonna.
cancel the trade.
Please just take 5 platinum and plop it into each of their inventories.
That's fine.
I gave you 50, so I'll give each of them here 10 platinum.
Perfect.
Sure.
Oh, money. Oh wait, I
10
have
platinum.
5 copper. I wasn't
That work?
completely out of money. Yes, for me it did.
That gave you 10 platinum? Okay. And then here's 10 platinum.
I will take this
And
wand.
take 10. Cool. Okay, that should have given both of you 10 platinum.
Yep.
Wait,
I see that.
there's
I
no
see
way
it.
that took
Okay.
6 platinum. What? Why did that
You mean-
happen?
Well, the wand is 60 gold, so 6 platinum.
Oh, it did. Okay,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. I thought platinum was higher than that.
No. Platinum. Every platinum is 10.
Okay, it was correct.
Anything else?
Nope, think that's good.
Now I have fashionista. Oh wait, where'd it go? I had it.
Do I need to make one of these guys?
Oh, it went somewhere weird, didn't it? Yes, it did.
Oh, I don't know how to make that. Horse shop.
I think
Alright,
now
put
we
that
need
there.
to get to Vencarlo's place, get everyone, then get to the stables. Gosh, we have to cover the city at least twice over and walking everywhere.
Gotta get
Are
your
you
steps
going
in.
to Van Carlos first and then to the stable? or to the horse shop? Okay.
I think we're going to the horse stables on the way out of town, just as we're leaving.
Correct.
All right.
Oh, it's so far.
Yeah, but we gotta...
Oh no, I know. They're gonna zoom on.
Sweet!
Wee.
All right.
Whee!
So yeah, it's like an hour or whatever to do that shopping, walk across the city, back to Orsini Academy. Today when you arrive, there's a new sign out front, which reads, temporarily closed on vacation.
Do you think he's actually on vacation?
I think he's gonna need a vacation.
Mm-hmm. But I do imagine he is not being truthful here.
So I think this time we'll wait for the street to clear so that we are not seen walking up to the academy by anyone. But then we'll go like when we see a quiet road, we'll go knock at the door.
Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a relatively busy street here in Old Corvosa. So it does take a little while, but you can certainly wait it out. We'll call it. Give me a d20. Someone. Felix.
Boop boop.
Oh, very lucky. 15.
Oh.
After 10 minutes pass, there's like you manage to get a pretty good spot where it's not many people coming by. There's some people like way down the road at the gatehouse, but you think you've got enough time to slip through without them seeing you. So you slip your way through the gate, up the steps. Presume knock at the door.
Yep.
Sorry, I just forgot. Character. Where are they? I should have had them there. Yeah. Ah, there he is. Okay, of course.
Where's he gone hiding?
As you knock on after you knock on the door, oh, sorry, I fucked up his token. What's happening? There we go. I don't think that mattered. Okay, sorry. Okay. The door opens to reveal a somewhat familiar face. A blonde nobleman blinks as he sees you there. Oh, it's you! Hello. What are you... Oh, you must be the friends he was talking about.
Yes. I hope so.
Didn't we rescue this kid from
Yes.
being beat
While
up?
we were getting beaten by those horrible torches.
Yeah, the torches of doom.
Yes, Eamon's my name. I'm so glad you remember me. Well, come in.
Of course. Nice to see you again, Eamon.
Remember the lumps.
Hide behind Academy.
Write down his name.
I didn't realize that my master meant that you would be the ones to come by. He said that you were going to pick up his guests today and that I should let you in. He's gone out for some supplies, I think. But they should be in the back room.
Thank you for keeping an eye on the place.
No problem. I haven't had much to do since all of this has happened, and I wanted to get my lessons in, but the master says he's not going to be doing them for a while.
Times are certainly tough, but we persevere.
That we do. Oh, sorry, I should not take up any more of your time. Here. And he'll lead you over to a door, the same door you went to before. Knock and say, girls, they're here. And I'll leave you to it. And he'll kind of scurry off. And the door opens to a sheepish Amelia and... sorry, why am I blanking on her name?
Trinia.
Trinia.
We're going to refer to each of their names in alternating pairs throughout this entire adventure.
Excellent. Trinia. Trinia looks a bit different today. She looks happier than usual. She's cut her hair. She looks quite sharp.
Gosh.
Wow, how nice.
Hey! Oh. See, I told you they'd come back. Amelia, for her part, just is very timid and shy, but Trinia seems downright excited to see you. So, are we getting cool disguises? What's going on?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Trinia, I think you already have a nifty cloak that you can use to pass unseen. Or less
right.
than seen. But I also have one for Amelia. And I'll loan out my clandestine cloak.
And Tully quickly reaches in and pulls out the rubber mask to offer as well.
Oh. Oh dear.
If you'd like, it's an offer to hide your
Oh.
face.
Trinia
It's
takes
for
it.
her.
Oh, wow, this is so cool. It looks just like him. And she'll quickly, pull it on over her face.
I guess he was very old and had droopy skin.
Right.
Oh, ho, ho. I'm King Eodred. Here, little lady, let me... and she kind of, lurches forward towards Amelia, who... I'm just joking. Well, oh, or maybe it's ill to speak of the dead.
I can't hear you. Well, some can.
You don't think he can you? Or
I
do
don't
you?
know. I haven't tried to talk to him.
She thinks about it for a moment. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter either way. He's with Pharasma now, I assume.
I sure hope so.
He's not using his skin anymore, so.
So, what's the plan?
We can get horses.
Yeah. We're gonna get a carriage and some horses on our way out of town, and make our way to a safer place.
Just a lovely stroll, quiet, keeping our heads down, and then a nice jaunt through the countryside.
Oh, sounds fun to me. Much more fun than being cooped up inside all day. Oh, well, let's go. And she picks up her things. Oh, you brought my paints, right?
Oh shit! I forgot.
I think we're
that
making a
part.
detour on the way back.
Well, you guys get the horses. I'll go get the paints. It'll be fine.
No,
Oh.
It's on the way
No.
back.
It's on the way. We are gonna stop
Oh,
and,
is
and
it?
pick them up.
Oh yeah, she
Probably
has
is.
them at the.
Because we are going all the way south.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going basically past the script and scrimshaw.
Oh, okay. As long as you don't think it's too much of a detour.
Absolutely.
I don't want to... I can always buy new paint, but those brushes were pretty nice. The king... Well, I got them with the money that the king gave me.
Mm. Yeah, we can get them.
We'll swing by.
Well,
We'll swing
shall
by
we?
and grab them. Yes.
All right.
Oh my god.
Well,
Zoom out.
Plus, it'll give us a good place to stop and for Regan and Tully to don their own disguises.
My cool mask.
You have to become a fashionista.
Oh, well, that only lasts an hour.
Yeah, so are you disguising here, or where are you doing your disguises? And what are you doing? So the girls can both put on their cloaks.
I put on my mask. I guess I wouldn't, if I were to use the fashionista, I wouldn't use it until we're like about to leave, since it has a time limit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't worry unless we need a distraction or you want to feel super duper fancy.
I look so
One or
cool
the
with
other.
my mask.
I think I'm gonna put off putting on illusory disguise until after we get the paints and everything from the script in Scrimshaw. Otherwise, Shields from Flame and Lizzie are gonna freak out. But I would take a moment to cast it once I grab everything from there.
Well, we'll follow you and be as quiet as we can. Right, Mel? Yeah. Come on, let's go. And she'll grab Amelia by the hand and pull her out of the room.
Aw.
All right, and I guess you wave goodbye to Eamon, he's in like the living room, just practicing his sword forms.
On the way out, I will keep an eye on him as he's doing his forms. How old is he? I know he was a fancy-ish noble, but he seemed young.
Yeah, he's fairly young. He's in the like 18 to 22 range.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He's got like a little bit of stubble, but like he's clearly trying to grow a beard, but can't quite yet.
Gonna keep an eye on him in the future, but for now we'll just follow the ladies out.
Oh, good luck. Bye.
Bye.
Don't get hit by torches.
I'll try.
Oh, he was getting like stabbed, actually. What, you know?
Oh, he's getting kicked and
Oh, okay.
punched.
Oh, he did.
You guys
stab
got beat by the. Yes, he was doing the stabbing.
Yeah, he was doing the stabbing.
Um,
Keep that up.
No, the torches were just for us.
Yes. Yes. About that.
All right. Well, you're out on the street. Where do you go?
To the script and Scrimshaw, I
Yeah,
suppose.
to get the paints.
You totally
What
got us for
route?
not remembering.
I reminded you of some of the things, but not all of the things.
Yes.
I guess you do have to go across the bridge, so at the very least, you make your way across Old Corvosa. Oops, I grabbed the invisible. Hang on. And make your way over to Mainshore Bridge. There are some guard on duty as you approach. What do you do?
We're not up to no good.
Yeah, we're just going for
We're
a
just
stroll.
passing through.
We'll just play it cool and go and like walk, like stroll through the bridge as per usual.
As citizens do.
Okay. I would take either deception or performance. Or stealth if you're trying to like slip in with the crowd. Performance is if you're just trying to act normal. Or performance or deception are both for trying to act normal.
Private, blind, public.
I would do public for the three of you, and we need 2 passes.
All right.
Oh,
so
thank God.
I'm going to try and match
Because I'm
natural.
so weird.
A critical success is 2 passes as well. So,
So a 30 total.
It'll be like 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay. 15, 30, and...
Come on. And a 12.
Oh, sorry, that's 30, 16, and a 12. Okay. That is a failure from Regan, a success from Felix, and a critical success from Mayhem. So, yeah, that's a total of 3 points. 2 for the crit, 1 for the success, and nothing for the performance. Or for Regan's performance. So, yeah, you're able to, as a group, not arouse too much suspicion as you make your way across the bridge. You are now in the upper part of North Point. I think it's called Main Shore. What route would you like to take?
How direct do we want to be?
I'm okay sort of taking a slightly circuitous route so we can like pass by the Whitecaps and make our way towards the Senate City wall over here and then follow that line down through.
Okay, so rather than taking the main road straight south to the Civic Square, you're going to try to go around to the east?
Yeah, through the suburbish.
Take a bit of the scenic route. Like we'll have to cut back here towards the entrance to the Midlands. Midland
Okay.
District, excuse me.
This should be fairly easy, but let's go ahead and I'll take either Society to know your way through the city, Survival to just kind of plan a route, or Stealth to be sneaky. And this is just to avoid the guards. You've got 1 leftover success from the previous one, so you still just need 2 successes to get through.
Gosh.
That is a 27 on Mayhem Society check.
My goodness.
It's 18 on Reagan's and 11 on Felix's stealth check. So that's 2 regular successes. So you had 1 left over, so you've still got 1 extra bonus. So yeah, you managed to plot a decent enough route through back alleys to avoid getting seen too much. And yeah, you make your way past the Whitecaps, around the east side of City Hall, past the Bank of Abadar, and end up going kind of all the way around past All the World's Meet.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up taking a shortcut through one of these alley pathways down the walls into East Shore. Or sorry, not East Shore, the Midlands. All right, and from here, what would you like to do?
We're almost there.
Yeah, you can take the main road, or you can try to go through the warehouse district.
I think we should stick to the warehouse district, and then we can just send somebody real quick to go fetch the paints. Stay out of the main thoroughfares as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting through the docks is fairly straightforward. No rolls needed here. You're pretty familiar with the area as a group. You kind of chill around the old fishery, knowing that it's not inhabited, and wait for someone to go grab anything that you were missing. Presumably Felix.
Yeah.
Since he's the one who has the keys.
I'll go run inside and grab the paints and anything that Trinia had left in her room.
Okay. Yeah, you grab all of Trinia's stuff. You do see that she's she would have told you that there's a pile of designs for menus and flyers that she made that she's been working on for the past week or two since she's been here. I could probably know exactly how many days, but I forget, and I don't have it easily accessible. But whatever number of days she's been here. Okay. But yeah, you leave those and then grab the rest of her stuff.
As I make my way back to the group, I'll use that opportunity to cast illusory disguise on myself, and don my own getup.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything at this point? Or anything special at this point?
I mean, I tuck my tail into my outfit
Okay, just to be a little bit.
just in case.
yeah.
Oh, my hood's not up.
You can put your hood up.
Yeah. I want to look weird. There we go. Oh, my ears stick out of the hood. The ears go in the hood.
Sure. Yeah, you put the hood on. You automatically pop your ears through, and then realize that maybe it's better if you tuck them back in.
Shove them. Oh, I hear a little less.
You'll
have to step.
What outfit has Mayhem been wearing? Is he in his full-on guard uniform, or?
He is not in full-on guard uniform, though he is wearing an outfit that is pretty reminiscent of a guard, which I think was what helped him get across the bridge earlier. But
Okay.
At this point, I think he dressed down a little bit further and start trying to look more like a day worker, possibly
Okay.
just looking like somebody, getting some more mud and some actual roughage on the clothes instead of looking more crisp and clean like the guard wear he usually has on something that looks worn proper.
Okay,
but-
so that's using your disguise kit. You dress down a little bit, look a bit more like a working class,
going
sort
for
of guy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. What kind of disguise do you put on, Felix? When you cast illusory disguise?
I think I would sort of go I'd take a cue from Tully and go for maybe not dock worker, but maybe sailor is maybe the wrong word. Deckhand, like someone who's dirty from being on a boat.
Okay. So we got a deckhand, a dock worker, a cat, and two background characters.
Yes.
uh,
Taking the storyline and going straight out to sea with it. Let's do this.
Let's see.
If only that old boat at the fishery actually could break away. I bet that thing is going nowhere and still full of spiders, and I'm going nowhere near it.
While Felix is returning, and you guys are just, I'm going to assume that you're in that loading bay area of the old fishery, where you first entered from. Trinia would just kind of idly be talking to Mayhem, or I guess it's Tully and Regan. Hey, what about that guy that was with you last time? Mayhem, I think?
What about him?
Oh, I was just wondering what his deal is. He seemed pretty cool. I was surprised that he wasn't gonna help.
He's kind of a homebody. He likes to stick around Corvosa too much.
Ah, sneaking isn't his scene then. Got it.
Not this kind of sneaking, no.
Cool. How do you guys know him?
I mean, he saved my daughter, actually, and Tully will point at the fishery. She was captured and apparently been taken here amongst a number of other children and orphans. And I guess you and Tully will turn to look at Regan. There was some reason somebody had died. Isn't that what happened? And Gadrin was behind it.
For me?
Yes.
Oh,
One of your
yes.
friends.
My best friend died from a shiver overdose.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
addicted.
that's awful.
Yes. But then I killed the person who's responsible for it. Now he's dead, but his son is causing a ruckus, so it's really never ending.
Oh, that's... So, like, a crime family?
Yes. Do you know Gadrin Lamb?
No,
Ah.
never heard of him.
Wow,
That's smart.
that is smart. But yes, a crime family.
Was he like
for the most part.
a scary mob boss? What, did he work with the Cerulean Society? Was he one of those,
Did he-
like, fancy types? Rich? Fancy
No.
clothes?
He dealt in drugs and child labor and slavery and who knows what else.
Ah,
He lived here and in squalor from what I could tell.
Hey, he wasn't like particularly fancy, I don't think.
wait, here is in here? And she's, like, pointing at the ground.
Yeah, the fishery.
Oh,
Sounds
sounds like a nasty dude.
Yes, when the guard came by to clean out the place, though, he was luckily quite dead.
Well, it sounds like he deserved it. You guys really gave him what he deserved.
Yes. I wish I could have given him more of what he deserved, but there's only so much you can do. I guess you could bring someone back and then kill them again. And you could do that a bunch of times until they're
Wait, you
nothing
can
but
do that?
dust. I think so. I haven't personally done it, but
They do have to
my
agree to come
friend
back.
here. My friend here recently died. He can tell you all about that. They brought him back. Yeah, they brought Tully back. It was really cool. He died in a really horrible way, but that was really cool too. And then we took his body and we brought it back to this church, and the church was a bunch of idiots, but somehow they managed to bring him back, and they did a good job of it because here he is. She smiles at him.
Blinks
She's like so happy
wide-eyed.
about it. It's like, oh man, imagine if someone wanted to kill you twice. They could do it now.
Oh,
It just seems so
I
expensive.
feel like
and
someone has
gross.
tried to kill me twice. She says,
Oh,
Yeah,
looking at her hands and then looking at Amelia.
that is true. But
that's true. And
at
it
least
does
no one
seem-
died in this scenario.
so far. I'd like to keep it that way.
Well, maybe if it ever happens to me, I'll just come right back like you, huh?
We can
I
hope.
sure hope so, but helps to have a cleric on hand, or a number of them.
What was death like? And then as she asks that, Felix comes back in.
We want to know.
Oh, sorry, we can talk about it later. We should probably get
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Poor Tully's like horrible trauma, and everyone's like, "How did it feel
We
to
take some
die?"
notes.
Explain it in great detail, please.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, with the crew back together, where do you go from here? You're at the old fishery. You've got Trinia's
Horses?
stuff.
Is that what we were gonna do?
I think we are set to start heading south towards the bridge. I think we can stick to the docks. Do we want to be super roundabout about with this routing, or just kind of follow the dock line east coast here of the bay, and then west?
You are
coast of the-
largely in disguise now, so that is a bonus to sneaking around through the city.
I think would
Yeah.
follow the dock line and maybe skip Gold Market, and try to come out near near the square and make our way across the bridge.
Perfect time to pull out the mask again.
All right.
God.
At the Eodred Square. So are you cutting
Yes.
through the middle here? Is that what's?
I think that would be the best way. We kind of dodge around the gold market's busyness and away
And-
from the Citadel, where all the guard are.
All right. And,
And then
you
we
make
still
your
have to
way
Get through the
south.
square and across the bridge. But
Yeah, there's
Uh,
no avoiding that one, but
speaking of, how's it looking?
Yeah, Eodred Square is pretty. What is this? This is probably an hour is probably past. It's like 9 a.m. on a. What day of the week is this? This is a toil day, so it's actually really
Ooh.
busy.
Yeah.
people are working. There's long lines at food stalls for people trying to get what bits of fresh food they can afford to have. So yeah, it's pretty big and crowded. To get through here, it would be, yeah, again, I'd take stealth, I would take deception, and I would take... Would I take anything else? Yeah, I think it's stealth and deception, or performance, yeah, to try to, sneak your way through the square without getting attracting too much attention.
Try and keep it on the down low.
I need the positivity from other people's rolls to feel better about mine.
18.
Okay, I feel
How do you
better.
think, Felix?
Oh, but look, it's a 22.
Oh yeah.
Bravo.
Regan's so
All right.
sneaky.
Yeah. Remember to put on your
yeah.
bonuses if you've adopted costumes, because the
Oh, that's
system's
true. I
not
don't think
doing
I
it for
applied
you.
mine, but that's
Oh
okay.
yes, yeah. You should get a
Oh,
Plus
bonus.
one bonus. That's, I guess it would have been
Yeah.
a 19.
Yeah, my spell gave me a +4, so I put that on.
Nice.
and Regan didn't use a spell in particular yet, so that 22 is natural. So that is 2 successes and a critical success. And you already had 1 point left over, so those 5 points that needed 2 to get through. You've got 3. You are cruising. You crossed High Bridge, which has a relatively high amount of traffic today, but it's fairly trivial for you to move through. No one's taking notice. And in fact, with those 2 successes you still have left over, you can very easily get through East Market Square and make your way to a horse shop with no
Horse
trouble
shop.
at all.
an aptly named place to spend our money.
Yeah,
Indeed.
you get the sense that the owners are not particularly creative, nor do they need to be.
No,
Um,
come to horse shop. We have horses.
I mean, they have the predominant horse shop, so they can be lazy in name. They're well known.
Horses and
checking
horse
to see if I have any
accessories.
horse shop lore, but let's see. Do I? Horse shop.
Deepest horse shop lore. Come on.
A no-frills shop, as its simple name testifies. This combination lively stable and equestrian supply shop has fair prices. There's your lore. So yeah, they have prices seem fair despite the unrest. No, not that many people are coming in and buying a lot of horses. They do have horses available for purchase and rent. They only have 2 war horses right now, both only available for purchase. But they do have like 4 or 5. They have enough. Maybe on the order of half, like maybe a full dozen horses.
Gosh.
Of mixture available purchase or rent.
All right.
I think the plan we made was to buy a carriage and rent 2 horses, so I think we'll stick with that.
Carriage
Okay.
or a cart?
wagon.
Wagon, I mean.
Which one?
A carriage is enclosed, a wagon is not, or do I?
Yes.
Or
I
are they
think a
both
wagon's
enclosed?
like
Yeah.
an open face.
Yeah, correct. A carriage would be enclosed, and a wagon would be open. Sorry. Yeah,
They could like investigate the carriage, which would mean they would be looking closer instead of just gazing at what we have in the wagon.
That's fair. I think what we mostly want is to make the trip easy. We're not particularly trying to hide inside it, so a wagon.
Wagon will do. I'll
Okay.
go pick up a wagon if you'll take care of the horses.
Sure.
Yep, the owner at the shop directs you to the wagon shop just down the road. And he'll send the horses. You can take the horses over to the wagon to hitch it up afterwards. The wagon is pretty simple, plain wagon, 25 gold. And then the horses are how long you want them? 1 day, 2. It's silver per.
We'll
Do
go
like
for
a-
2 days just
yeah,
in case.
2 day.
We'll hopefully be back before sundown, but I don't want to owe you for a horse rental.
All right, 4 silver it is.
Done and done.
All right, so you get a wagon and 2 horses.
Ooh, a chariot.
I don't have any. Here you
Any
go.
wagons. Oh
I
my
don't have
god.
a wagon icon at the moment, but all right, you got a wagon and 2 horses.
Perfect.
You load everybody up. Who's driving? It will be nature checks if you have to do anything particularly spicy while driving.
Who's naturey? I have a 2.
None of us are naturey.
I have a 6.
6 is good.
6 is good.
Better than
Really?
me.
Really? I am the
You're the animal lover.
I got a 1. So
Oh, you're worse.
It's only DC 15. Oh, sorry, it's DC 17. I'm lying.
Oh no. Yep, Felix, sorry. You're the horses like you the most.
I'm gonna make friends with the horses. They are getting snacks. They are getting sugar cubes.
Yeah, you'll need to if you want to buy feed. That's like a silver. Oh no, it's actually too much. It's like a copper to get feed for like a week for horses.
Yeah, easily done. I have a copper. I've spent a copper. I am buying so many horse snacks and bribery treats.
All right. Okay, yeah, you get some sugar cubes. Not many sugar cubes, but you're able to get a couple of sugar cubes, a couple slightly off carrots, the stuff that people weren't going to eat. All right, and from here, where are you going?
I think we're just heading towards the thief camp gate.
yeah, making our way north. Not this main road, but the one just to the east of it, I think.
Okay, you're gonna try and take the eastern road here,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go straight north to the thief camp gate.
Wee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
So I'm gonna need. So you don't have any successes left over currently. Still 2 successes to get through. I will need a nature check from Felix for driving, and for the rest, I will allow any kind of interesting deception, performance, or society to try to sneak your way through. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because so you're taking the side road here, and when you get to the thief camp gate, it's actually pretty well guarded. You realize perhaps it's because of all the Shawanti that tend to be outside.
From me, do you need both the nature check and the deception check?
No, just the nature check. So you're mostly focused on driving.
And you said society was okay?
Yep, society's okay.
Okay, that's slightly better.
Society would be like leaning into the merchant thing. Deception would maybe similar, or just trying to play it cool. Performance
Somewhere.
similar.
Play it cool would be best.
I have so many health potions.
Stealth if you want to try to throw the girls under a tarp.
Please like me, horses.
I want to see all the horses. Hey.
23.
Horses
That is
love
a success
you.
on the driving.
Okay. All right.
I am
let's
just
see if we
feeding
can be
carrots
deceptive.
and I'm keeping happy horses.
Could be worse. 21.
And a 27.
And a 27. Okay. Those are 2 successes. The 27 and the 23. The the guard are a bit suspicious of a big group leaving through the thief camp gate. They initially asked to check your papers, but Regan, you bring up some slightly obscure merchant law
Hell
about
yeah.
paper checks going out this gate, and they, not knowing what you're talking about, kind of relent. And Felix's smooth driving does not cause any unwanted attention as you make your way out onto the bumpy road.
I never thought my knowledge of obscure paper laws would ever get me this far.
You follow the road out east, and which eventually leads up north along the trail. And you're off.
Whee!
All right.
There's the trot in.
Okay. Well, you seem to have gotten out of the city safely.
That's reassuring so far.
The road is quiet at first, and then you see a bundle of merchants up ahead on the road. Do you want to try to fall in with them, or do you want to just try to go out on your own?
Are they keeping a pace, or are they all stopped? What's their...
Oh no, they're keeping a pace, yeah.
Okay, so they're moving along. 'Cause I don't want to necessarily go slower than necessary, but if they're, as long as they're moving.
They're going at a normal pace. Like you'd have to speed up to catch up to them.
Yeah, okay, then that's...
And then you could slow down to
Might as well
a
slow
normal
in.
pace.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we try to overtake, but definitely join the rear of the pack.
All right. Yeah, you blend right into the bunch of merchants. Some Varisians, some Chilaxians, some other various groups. As you start making your way up the road. And as you're going, Felix is handling the driving in the front while the rest of you sit in the back. So, are you guys like adventurers or what? Trinity asks.
I don't know if I do much adventuring, but I'm a student at the academy.
Oh, like the academy? So you're like a wizard?
Yes, a very high-ranking student, in fact. I'm in the top 100 of my class or my school? My school?
The school, yeah.
School. Yep. That's very impressive.
Wow. I've always wanted to go to like a barding college or something like that, but I never could quite get the money.
I noticed that you did have some magic when we were chasing you. Where did you learn your magic from?
Oh, it's mostly just self-taught stuff. Little tricks I picked up here and there. I didn't grow up with much, so I had to do what I could to survive, you know?
It's fair.
Survival seems to be going pretty well so far, so...
Oh, well, so far. I didn't expect to be accused of being an assassin, that's for sure.
It's hard to predict the adventures that life throws at you, but you sort of learn to roll with it and find your way through. The picking up little tricks like spells and being very good at running across the rooftops will serve you well throughout life.
You live in the shingles long enough, and like I said, you pick up some tricks. But maybe this is like a new chance for me. Maybe I can pick up some more magic, learn some new skills. I know it's kind of weird to be thankful for an assassination plot or whatever, but I don't know. Something about it has me feeling hopeful. Is that weird?
Yes.
No, don't listen to him.
The
There's
entire
nothing
situation
wrong.
is weird. But
I agree.
feeling hopeful
Yes.
for to find the positive out of it is not.
That's good. It's just I've been, I've just been feeling so awful lately, cooped up in that room. I honestly thought it was just any day now that they were going to find me. And
I don't know what has possessed the crown to decide to pin the king's death on you, but you shouldn't internalize this as some kind of stopping point to your own life. You have a chance to decide what happens from here, and you could at some point even decide to return to the city and resume your work as an artist after kind of the heat blows over in Corvosa, or you could find a better life up here in kind of the countryside. Whatever you choose to do, like you have the opportunity to choose.
Felix, what do you think is going to happen when this all blows over?
Like, my personal hope is that whomever the queen has been listening to for advice, shows themselves and makes their desires known so that we can at least address it, because right now they've been like hiding in the shadows. They want something. That's that much is clear. And I don't know how Corvosa will change as a result of that coming to light.
Do you really think that somebody talking to the queen and not the queen herself?
I can't. I don't know. I want to think that the queen still has the best interest of Corvosa at heart, but I can't dismiss the possibility that this could all be the queen's idea.
Kelly's
yeah, I
just
mean,
a silent thing about it.
she was like, I don't know, a bit rude, I guess, when I was at the castle, but I never thought of her as being this cruel, I guess.
Is there anything else, or was there anything strange when you were in the castle that you thought, this is weird, other than her being a little rude?
Strange? I keep thinking about those days ever since the king's death, and I don't know, it all just felt like a normal sort of job to me. I mean, a very lucrative one, mind you, but come in, do my paints, talk with him a little. I mean, if anything, the king was the weird one.
How is he weird?
I mean, I think he maybe liked me a bit more for my looks and not for my painting, if you know what I mean. It was weird. I kind of got the vibe that that's what he saw in the queen too, but I don't know.
Did she like him? Did they seem like they had chemistry? Were they like, oh yeah, there's something there? Or was it like,
I mean, she seemed like she was putting up with him, I guess. She seemed nice enough. She was always very worried about him. When he started feeling sick, she was the one who suggested we cut the lessons short. Or not lessons, fuck, the sessions, I mean. I guess there was... no, I don't know. There was one day where I saw somebody new at the castle who I hadn't seen before, but I assumed he was just like a dignitary or something.
What made him stand out?
I don't know. The way he spoke, he sounded foreign. I'm not really sure from where. I've never really left the city, so I'm not super good with accents, I guess. How to describe him? He seemed kind of like refined, I guess. Like he was really smart. Short hair. Kind of tan, I guess.
Like
nice
he was
clothes.
From somewhere sunny.
Yeah, maybe. Certainly not pale like me. Yeah, he had like he was there with a couple of people one night. I didn't really ask him his name. I just heard him talking to some people. They were carrying like some kind of I don't know, like a crate with like a what do you call those things? They're like the glass things that like alchemists use.
A crate full of like flasks or
flat.
Yeah, but like a big one.
Large.
I don't know. It seemed like he was bringing some stuff back from the castle or to the castle. I don't know.
oh. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just a random memory. I didn't think much of it at the time.
It's okay. It's definitely weird sounding. I can only imagine if they had a large glass object like that, it was they'd have an entourage to carry the darn thing.
Is there any liquid in it, or was it empty?
There was some kind of liquid in it, and this guy, he was trying to make sure they didn't spill any of it.
What color was the liquid?
Color, I think it was kind of like maybe a little bit greenish.
Were they being like sneaky about it, or were they just out in the open, like hauling around this big thing?
I mean, it was late, and I was just finishing up some like final touches on one of the portraits I was doing, and I guess maybe they didn't expect anybody to be there that late. They seemed a little surprised when they saw me, but they didn't really try to hide it, I guess.
A plot thickens.
Darvain? What
You say that name, she shrugs.
Yeah, this is more just kind of spitballing with the party.
What I remember of Darvin's description does not match this.
Okay. Trying to think of who else.
Darvain is Chilaxian. He is very pale.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I had forgive me, I had dirty old man stuck in my head for an image of him.
Just trying to think of who else would have fit.
Sorry, that's the Chilaxian ambassador, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I believe we are all thinking of the same dirty old man.
Yes.
Yeah, do you know anyone?
You've not seen him, I believe, in person, but being Chilaxian, you imagine that he's probably pale and has dark hair. She did say that this person has dark hair, but that he was fairly tan. Could still be Chilaxian, but it's not their typical profile.
Did we meet anyone in the castle for the brief time we were there?
I was just going through my notes trying to think of who
May
might
have
be,
had
but
short hair and tan and looked refined and intelligent.
I mean, I don't know what the seneschal looks like. Neolandis.
Oh, not the seneschal.
Okay.
I met him once. Like I said, I think I said, he was, he managed some aspect of the contest thing that I entered. So I met him when they first invited me to the castle.
So you would know him.
Do we know what he looks like? We don't know what he looks like.
Oh, you might know what he looks like. You could give me a society check to see if you paid attention, like if you've gone to enough civic events that you might have seen him.
A society check, you said?
Yeah.
You want blind or public?
I'll allow public.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a DC
thinking
22.
about it. Oh my god, I know exactly what he looks like. I'm so
Yeah,
smart.
you've seen Neolandis before.
Natural 20.
Do I have
Ah,
his
that
art
guy.
in here? Okay, give me a sec to pull up his art, but I'll
Yeah,
just show
it's
you what
fine.
he looks like.
I realize we keep going into things that we just don't know what people look like.
Yeah, there's some people that you would have seen just because they're... Like, Neolandis, he is a city figure. Some...
Mhm.
Image... Find the image. Finding the image. Crimson Throne. Indices. Open. Go into my Crimson Throne folder. Look in the transparent things I've already made. Search for Neolandis. Double check that this is not a spoiler picture somehow. Okay, that's kind of spoilery, so I'm not going to show that.
Fine.
But I will tell you what he looks like. He's like a fairly like muscular, well-built, sort of white guy. He's got like the Reed Richards like black hair, but like fading down into white on the sideburns kind of look. He's very, I would describe him as Superman-esque, but with like Reed Richards hair from Fantastic Four.
Okay.
I thought he was like a really old skinny guy somehow in my head. So that's fine.
No, he used to be the head of the Marines, the Sable Company Marines.
Oh.
So he is a thick, muscular man. he's more well built than Marcus Endron, the current head of the Sable Company, who you have also met.
That's even more crazy that he went missing.
Yeah, you'd think that he could like hold his own in a fight. He's not a wiry or like spindly old man. He's old, like he's probably 60 something. But he takes care of himself. He's like the 60 something that probably does push-ups daily and goes on a jog every he's working out.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a completely different picture in my head.
I should see if maybe I have a
Nice.
picture of him that's not spoilery.
I'm sure he's a cool guy that's doing great. It's like you can't show us because it's like, oh yeah, he's a lich or something. It's like, oh well, that's a bummer.
I'm not going to specify why.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make wild guesses.
Yeah,
if I'm
feel
right
free to make
later.
wild guesses.
Just a corpse. No.
Is he in the Guide to Corvus book?
Gosh. That's the book I'm paging through right now. Like, I'm trying to figure out where we would find tan visitors, and like Jagare is really my best guess right now. Like, to the south would be tropical, would be warm.
Yeah, I think you just wouldn't have a strong idea at the moment. It doesn't sound like anyone that you've encountered there. Yeah, you're unsure. Well, the journey continues. You can ask Trinia anything you want. She would if any time is left available to her, she will ask you very eagerly about your recent adventures. She would ask each of you, like, how did you learn your skills? How did you get better at them? What happened in your various adventures so far? She wants all the details, and she very excitedly laps them up. She's like soaking up your stories, as much as you're willing to tell them.
Strong education. A lot of fan fiction. Being really smart all the time and always right.
I imagine if you get into the fanfic topic, you're not exiting the fanfic topic for a
Oh
second.
no. Once we go, it is a downward spiral for everyone and an upward spiral for Regan. So
Well, you got some hours to do it, so
I wish
yeah.
I brought them with me.
Assuming that you take the time, then
Yeah.
around 1 p.m. You pull up to, as indicated on your map, the Trot Inn.
Yeah.
It's a small little inn on the side of the road. There are some horses parked outside, so you can just get out of your carriage, tie them up, make your way in if you wish.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, we're supposed to wait to meet Vencarlo's friends.
Yeah, any sign of suspicious characters at a glance?
Aside from us.
No, it seems like all that's here is there are 2 horses inside a stable attached to the inn, and there are 3 horses outside tied to posts. So it looks like maybe 3 people are staying here, perhaps. And the road, by this point, you've peeled away from. You've had to take a slight detour off the road away from the merchants. They continue onward. They don't seem to notice or care that you're there. And no guards have followed you. No marines in the sky. It's a fairly nice, clear day. Everything's looking good.
surprising amount of good luck.
Is this the place? Trini will hop out of the wagon.
It's supposed to be. Let's, well, go inside and take a look around. Make sure nobody's going to jump out and try and kill us.
Yeah, you get out and cautiously approach the inn. As you enter the front door of the Trot Inn, you see there's an elderly woman who is currently doing some sweeping, and a lone gentleman seated in the back corner of the kind of small bar area downstairs. He's got like dark brown hair, thick bushy beard. He looks up from his drink when you enter. Seems to kind of squint at you, like he's trying to judge who you are.
Squint in return.
Indeed.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Do I know you?
Oh, Elizabeth, you're finally here. And he'll get up and walk over, leaving his drink behind. Oh, Lizzie, it's so good to see you again. And he just takes Amelia and gives her like a big, strong hug. What? I'm... Vencarlo sent you, right?
Yes. We are here to escort Elizabeth and...
Oh, this is your friend Jenny, right?
Indeed. And
Yes,
who would
Jenny.
you be?
I'm Jason. Nice to meet you. So thankful that you escorted my sister-in-law and her friend here.
Never a problem.
It was a long trip out of town, but wouldn't want anyone to be on these roads unescorted. Dangerous out there.
Yeah, it's lucky I happened to be in the area when I got the letter. Well, mind if I buy you guys around, or do you need to be heading back?
What's the crowd like in here besides Jason?
It's literally just him. It's him and the innkeeper.
Putting on a show for nobody but the innkeeper. Perfect.
That innkeeper can't be trusted.
I mean, I'll try to get a feel for if the others want to stick around, but I'm good to leave.
Can I just try to like get some insight as if this is all on the up and up? Like, is this definitely the name of the person we were supposed to meet?
We just traffic these people out of town.
This is the place. This is the place we were supposed to go. This definitely has every feel like this is the moment this is supposed to be. But I just want to make sure.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can sense motive. The name, I think he just said his name, so you can.
Yeah, that I had my notes up. I'm literally checking. But I don't know. Like.
Yeah, you can
wanna
give
make sure.
perception.
Here's a perception roll.
You can roll
Public
it blind.
or private? Blind.
Blind, please.
One perception roll. Like, is the innkeeper sharpening a knife in a really suspicious way just behind the counter?
No, your assessment of the innkeeper, she seems like she is listening. She's very, very clearly eavesdropping on this conversation. She's like trying not to be noticed as she like sweeps there. But she is like keeping an eye on the group of you and eagerly listening to your conversation.
I too have run a bar before. I know how to do this particular maneuver.
Jason, for his part, seems pretty genuine. You can see him like there's one point while you're talking where he like he like puts his arm around you and like turns you away from the old woman and like gives you like a like a squinting look, like, come on.
Play along.
Yeah.
I'll take the hint and continue to play along. If I think we'll be too busy to dwell too long. We have a long ride back to home.
Ah, well, that's fine enough. I guess I should probably sober up real quick and get these girls on the road myself. Here, he'll toss a key over to Trinia. I'm sure you girls are tired from the road. Why don't you go freshen up a little bit? Room 2. I'll just be down here drinking some water. Okay, sir. And she takes Amelia's hand, and the two of them head upstairs. Seriously, I can't thank you enough.
It's our pleasure to help those in need when we can.
Like a friend of Carlos is always a friend of ours.
Yeah, and I mean, it's always good to get even with Vencarlo, if you know what I mean.
I do.
He's owed me one for a long time, and figured it was time to finally pay up, you know? You get the sense that he means it the opposite way around, that he is the one who owes Vencarlo a favor.
Of course.
Well, I won't be keeping you, but feel free to sit around if you want. Like I said, I'm more than happy to buy you around, but I'm probably going to hit the waters now.
Water doesn't sound bad, and like we'll refresh ourselves and then head out after a little bit of refreshment and make our way back to the city.
Okay. Yeah, if you sit there, have some water with him, chat a bit. He tells you about his farm up in Harse. He runs a horse farm in Harse. It says the 3 horses outside are his. He brought them just in case you didn't bring any for the girls. So
Which we
they
didn't.
should have.
We didn't, in fact, bring any horses for the girls.
So they should have easy time getting back. Actually, while talking to you, he decides maybe they'll stay the night here and then leave in the morning since it's already midday. That way they can get to the next inn on the road. But he's got spare space at his farm. He's got like an old building that he no longer uses. And he's pretty sure there's he's got a neighbor who moved in not too long ago, like early last year, who actually came from Corvosa, older gentleman. He's got room at his house too, so plan is to probably let the two of them stay at these 2 houses for however long they need till things blow over. Things are boring up in Harse. It's a trading town, but nothing too exciting otherwise. It's part of Corvosa technically, but is less crazy things have been going on there. They haven't had the Hell Knights to deal with, and the guard has been relatively sparse there, and it's mostly been marine activity, but nothing too crazy as of yet. They haven't been affected as much, so he thinks things should be fine there. They should be okay.
I mean, being a day's travel out of town, it ensures that whatever drama the city's generating is always at arm's length. But I'm glad to hear that they'll be in a safe place, and I think the change of scenery will do them both some good. They're excited to explore a new world, and it will be a drastic change from the hustle and bustle of Corvosa.
Well,
Bye.
and with that, do you have any questions for Jason, or eventually Trinia and Amelia will come down and he'll tell them about the plan to leave in the morning, and he'll get them a separate room.
Unless anyone else has anything they want to do, I think we'll say our goodbyes and get back on the road.
Yeah,
I don't have any
think I'm
further
good.
questions. I've asked a bunch.
All right. Well, thanks for going out of your way like this, Trinia says as you she like meets you at the door. I hope this is the last time I see you.
It is or isn't?
Isn't.
Oh, okay. I heard it. I hope this is. And I was like,
Same, I
that's
assumed, I
fair.
was like,
I hope this is not the last time I see you.
Oh.
hopefully next time
Yeah.
you're able to come back to town, it'll be under more positive circumstances.
That'd be nice.
Or maybe someday we'll come for a vacation. Harsh sounds quiet.
Oh yeah, maybe by then I'll have a house or something.
House and Harsh.
Horse
horses.
house. Horse house.
Of course, Harsh house.
Horse house.
We'll see though. Maybe I'll try to make it to Magnamar or Sandpoint.
That's
And
Try
right.
my hand at
fun.
adventuring.
Oh, one of those. I see.
One of
Sandpoint's an
those.
up-and-coming city.
City's a stretch of a term there, but fair enough.
Well,
What's one of those? Me. That's probably not like adventures.
it's just nice to get out of Corvosa, I think. But anyway, I won't keep you. Have safe travels.
You as well.
You too. Goodbye.
All right. She
Don't
waves
die.
at the door as you exit and hop back into the cart.
Chariot.
Your
Chariot
awaits.
Yes, we ride.
And off you go.
Go horsies.
Clickety clack down the track.
So you spent like an hour in at the Trot Inn,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and
Easy.
it'll take a couple hours to make your way back. So
It feels
it's
about
close
right.
to, yeah, it's close to 5 by the time you return to town. That's Corvosa.
Going to walk in with the pizza and everything's going to be on fire.
Of course.
Ah,
We leave for exactly 1 day.
not even a day. I
Not
can't
even.
wait to see what horrors have become of Corvus in our absence. Last time we left, the king died.
That's
We
true.
were gone for like half the
You're
night.
not wrong.
We're going to come back and the queen's going to be dead. Then we're just going to be like, well, who did it now?
Yes, who done it?
That would be awkward, huh? All right. Well, you return, taking the northern road back in. I suppose you need not worry about your disguises at this point.
Yeah,
or-
I mean,
Tell them to read their
There's-
rule book again.
There's no difficulty getting back to the horse shop. Well, I guess you're gonna take your wagon over to.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of
Back
a
home.
lap around the city to take drop off the wagon and then bring the horses back to horse store.
Since it's been a day, so I'm gonna offer the idea that you could try to sell the wagon back to them.
Oh shit! It's the rent a shoe for your interview moment. This wagon sucked. I
we took
hated it.
out. It was awful and so bumpy. And I don't feel great about
It
it.
just the wheels are really loud.
The wrong shade of brown.
I didn't even want brown.
Look, I paid for it out of my own pocket. I'm going to say I don't feel good about trying to put out perfectly good Wainwrights of their own hard-earned money. We spent the money, we used the item. we'll keep it. So we have a wagon.
Felix can start a Meals on Wheels
The neighborhood. Yeah.
around the town every day.
All right. Cool. We'll just say there's space out in front. You can park it just in front of the scrim shop.
Permanent fixture. We can put like you use the
You can
side
decorate it.
signage up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is our new mobile advertising system.
Mobile.
It's not a party bus. It's a tavern wagon.
Okay, you put your beer in it, it sloshes around, someone brings around free samples of beer. Come visit the Script and Scrim shop for more. Ooh. See, it's a great wagon.
This is just a new advertising strategy. I like it.
Or Regan's like,
Alright.
come to the shack. We got stuff there. Now with
This is why I
less
need to hire a chef. This
criminals.
is the Corvosa equivalent of getting yourself a food truck. It's
Yeah.
a tavern wagon. It's perfect.
Tavern. We have
Okay,
beer.
so yeah,
We have bread.
you drop off the wagon then at the Script and Scrimshaw, and then make your way back to the horse shop, leading the horses there. When you arrive, the owner is like scratching his arm a little bit. Oh, yeah. You're quick.
Yeah, we ended up not burning as much time as we thought, and managed to get back a little earlier.
Well,
Why
you're
is he
just in time. We were
scratching
just
his
about to
arm?
close. If you want, I can refund the silver for tomorrow. Technically, you brought them back in a day.
Well, thank you. And like they've been well fed. I gave them every carrot that I could find.
Ah, that's good. I hope they treated you well.
They
Here,
were
let me
nice.
just fish him out. And he makes his way over to his like register, pops it open, fishes out a pair of silver, brings them over, hands them to you. Here you go. Ugh.
Thank you.
Now I should probably get off to bed. Been kind of exhausted today. It's been a long one, so.
No, no. Why is he scratching? What does his arm look like? You must tell me. I must know. Jason.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, a perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are my
Just a perception check to try to see.
There they are.
It wouldn't let you
She
get close enough to get a scene
leans-
proper.
Over. Do you want public or private?
You can do a public if you want.
Better be a good roll. An 18.
18's enough. You notice that his it's like on the back of his arm. He's got like a couple little red spots that he's scratching. Seems to be itching.
Can I medicine check his itchy spots?
Do
Or I have to
just
examine
like
him?
depends. You could try to like guess at what it is just from looking at it, or you could to examine him. You'd need to like get his permission.
I want to
But you can get more
try
detail.
and guess what it is.
Okay. Just a medicine check then. And this will be at some penalty.
You want blind or public?
You can do it blind.
Okay. 9. Da-na-na. Whee! Mystery.
You recognize that rash. That's a filth rash from Filth Fever. It's very similar to what Tully picked up from that old woman.
Ooh. Sir.
It's at the beginning stages. It's light.
You're gonna want to see a doctor about that.
About what?
About your arm has a.
Oh,
rash.
nah, it's nothing. I
no.
get these sometimes. It's allergies.
It's not. No, it's not nothing. You might have filth fever. It's very contagious. You need to see a doctor. You need to see a cleric.
Cleric? I don't know if I can really... I guess I could.
Can you? How much is it usually a cleric? I can give you some money if you need money to go see a cleric.
No. I've got plenty of money from the shop. It's fine. I'll if you really think so, I'll go see a cleric.
Spread that to so many people. We don't need that at a time like this.
All right. If you say so.
My goodness. Yes. Please do. Don't spread to your horses. I don't know if it spreads to horses. It could spread to your horses. It could spread to your wife or your husband or your children.
Do you want to give me a diplomacy check?
I can sure try.
Can I help in any way to
Yeah, if you want to, so you could see that Regan's doing this. You could offer to make the diplomacy check instead and let Regan aid. You could do it either way. I don't care. One person makes the check. One person can aid.
I would jump in and try and help Regan with this and share that like we've been through a similar situation with another close friend, and your horses were so good to us. We want to be good to you as well.
Okay, so I'll let Felix, you can do the diplomacy check as the main check. Regan, you can aid with medicine.
Aid with medicine.
Making a blind roll?
Yes, blind, please.
So this would be a 22.
That's a success, so you get a +1 to your roll, Felix.
Add 1 +1 and blind.
Fine. If you say it's that serious, I'll go right now. Once I'm done closing up the shop.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm sure the temple's open. Or who's the closest? Probably Pharasma. Yeah, I'll make the walk. Fine. Well, you all have a good night then.
Yes, and you feel better.
Take care of yourself.
Alright. You leave the shop happy that you've convinced this man to actually go see a doctor.
But unhappy because that's the third person who's gotten this. And I don't like that. Wasn't there some weird... We don't need this right now. We don't need people getting this.
Yeah. I mean, at least you have your plague mask, right?
Yes, I look ridiculous. I love it. I can't smell anything.
I mean, it's better than what I've got. So,
Your little mask. Yeah, mine's like an N95.
I've got a rubber mask.
Oh my god, that's right.
Did you
Oh,
collect
it's
your rubber
so
mask
weird.
before?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh no. I imagine just standing in the back with the mask on, not saying anything.
Oh, did you leave the cloak with her? I did take it from you. Did you want me to give it back?
A part of me would like that back, yes. If I forgot, then I forgot, and I will let it go. But I would have tried to.
No. If you wanted to keep it, you can. Once you were there in Trots, you could. What's it called?
Yeah.
Cloak of
The clandestine cloak.
clandestine cloak. Yeah.
I'd request it back from Amelia.
There it is.
They get to be on a horse farm and horse. Horse farm and horse.
All right, I gave you the cloak back.
Thank you.
All right, what do you do?
What kind of illness is filth fever? Is it like a disease? Is it a poison?
It's a disease. I guess, Char, you've already rolled for this before. Filth fever is basically just spread through contact. It's like a, sorry, one second, I'm blocking. You were, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Delete them. How do I? Okay, whatever. Some spam in the chat, or trying to spam in the chat.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yes, the filth fever source. It tends to be caused by interacting with things that have been in very foul conditions, like touching and or drinking raw sewage or contaminated like sewage water, or touching or interacting with creatures that have contracted it. Usually it needs some sort of prolonged contact, but yeah, it's primarily a contact-based disease. You can get it from like getting bitten by rats that have it. Yeah, it's usually from rats is like the common thing.
Okay.
But as long as you have good hygiene, you can usually like washing your hands and stuff fairly regularly can avoid it.
Plus, the water is tainted water. You're just washing it into your body. You should check the water supply.
Oh, actually, ingesting... You'd have to be ingesting a lot of, like, filthy water
Okay.
to contract it that way, because your stomach can deal with it for the most part in small doses.
It's not like, what's that one they all got from the dirty wells in, like, the 18th century?
The Jon Snow one?
Yeah.
I'm blanking on it.
Yeah,
But
they
yes.
got it.
It's not that
Everyone
one, no.
did. Okay.
No, filth fever is much more contact based,
Okay.
fairly
I
small scale.
think if Nia still has all of these anti-plagues in stock, I'm going to buy all of them.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Ooh, could we, like fluoride, put a lot of anti-plague into the water? This seems like something that you have to vote on as like
mean,
a
in
city
theory.
thing. Could put a healthy dose of anti-plague in the water so that every day people are getting anti-plague, just like the fluoride in the water.
I mean, if you were able to make enough large doses of anti-plague, yes,
It'd have to
but
be a lot.
those would only work for the sorts of diseases that anti-plague could help with.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not like a vaccine. Like a vaccine is more specific and would actually stop a specific virus, but
also
Yes,
would not
yeah.
work very well if you had a water supply.
yeah.
Freaking vaccine.
Poison water supply, you should be able to cure a water supply. That's my opinion. We need a universal cure for everything.
You would have
Fair.
heard of spells that cleanse water.
I
You
don't just
could
want to
imagine.
cleanse water. I want water to become the
Pure? Holy?
No,
I mean-
What?
no, holy. No, I want there to be fluoride in the water, Jason. Oh, they also put something else weird in the water.
Out of fluoridation.
Lithium in the water, I think, of some places.
Some places.
And it made all the people really
Yeah,
happy.
much more.
There's a lot of real life scenarios, but I figured here it's like, first of all, that's a huge undertaking. You have to make so much of something really specific.
Mhm.
And that's actually the stopping point, because that's so much of that thing.
That's
Yeah,
just
that's-
the biggest
that's-
hump
yeah.
to get over right there that everything else is like, well, we'll worry about that once we figure the first thing out. So,
She's like trying to go
you'd-
through like a plan.
You would
of
need a
how to
lot of
make
alchemists.
water. Well, that one
And even
guy,
then, anti-plague just gives people bonuses to their saves, so it's not gonna
but they'll
fully save them. They have to actually succeed.
Okay. Well, yeah. So
Oh, see-
everyone who's gonna die is gonna die, but everyone
Oh,
who's
okay.
not dead yet will be better.
so what we do is we also get all of this snake oil that they have in stock. Because that, when you apply it to a wound or other outward symptom of an affliction or condition, just makes it disappear for an hour. So temporarily, everybody's going to feel fantastic.
Yeah, and you just keep giving it to them so they temporarily forever feel very good.
Temporarily forever.
Yeah. It's like like all these drugs that I apparently have in my bag right now. I was
All right,
reading.
so I
up
guess you
on
guys
them.
are discussing this as you're walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Regan's trying to spell it out. Like, she's got all these ideas for how to cure. She's like, all right, this is how we got to do it.
I think Felix would just sort of be nodding along, but internally, this is
Like,
a
this is-
terrible plan.
This is
Th-
a very
this-
expensive plan.
This is
Yeah.
a terrible and expensive plan.
Tully
Just gotta
does
get everyone
remember
on
his
board.
tarot card drawing of the sickness, and this is very much so in his head at the moment, so... We're going to do what we can to prevent ourselves from getting anything again.
And we just have to lace all the alcohol in Felix's tavern with very healthy potions and vitamins and not tell anybody what they're drinking so that they don't question it and they will all be fine and healthy.
As you pass the Gilded Knight, are you picking anything up?
Yes. I'm seriously getting all of the anti-plague. So
Oh
that's,
my. Stocking up
Yeah.
for something?
Or getting
just
sick.
feeling a little under the weather, or trying not to.
Why do you lie?
You
Regan,
can just be
it's-
afraid of getting the plague.
Why
You
do
can
you
just
lie?
say that.
You're
Because
feeling
if there's
fine.
something bad going on, I'd like to not cause panic until I actually know what's the situation is.
Oh.
Okay.
If I start telling people, hey, there might be a bunch of people getting sick all of a sudden and there's panic in the streets, that could be a lot
Are-
worse than if there's not.
There are a lot of people getting sick all of a sudden.
No.
More than one. Regan's like holding up fingers, like
In point of fact, no. I just have a bad feeling. So,
he just got over being sick a little while ago.
and dead.
It was yes.
Ah, well,
Unrelated to being
Dead
sick.
got
tired.
over being
Dead
dead.
tired.
stocking up is certainly fair. It's probably the last of my stock for a little bit, so enjoy.
We'll see. Hopefully we don't
Don't
need
drink
too
it all
much.
at once.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
I'm sure the flavor will help prevent that.
Oh, indeed. They're not very savory. I've had to take one myself once. Don't recommend it. I mean, I recommend it for the healing, of course. I did feel better very quickly, but I could go without the bitter taste.
Right, I think that was all I needed. Just quickly going through.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
you-
Thank you, Nia, as always, for
Yes.
somehow always having a little bit of everything.
It's what I do. Like I said, I'm running low on a lot of things. I probably need to do a rotation. You have been my main customers as of late. If you need anything specific, let me know and I can try and do a bit of hunting.
I'm sure. Something comes to mind.
Is she able to? I realize I have 4 unusual objects. I'm not sure if she can look at them and decipher what they are. So I've-
yes, I can.
yeah.
I do have a few ways to identify. I can take a look.
Okay, I have 2 unusual liquids, apparently a lot of both, an unusual bone robes, and an unusual spell book. Don't know where I got any of these from. Well, I know where I got the bone robes from. That I know.
Let me see. Which things are unusual? Oh, the
They're
spoon.
right above my scrolls. Oh, I have a spoon?
Oh, yeah. Did you?
No,
yeah, there's
I know about the cleansing spoon.
Okay, you know about the cleansing
Yeah.
spoon. Okay.
So in my inventory, they're all just right above
Oh, the unusual bone
my
robes. Yes.
scrolls. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let me take a look. Oh, this is quite the design. Not my first choice, but these are actually scroll robes.
Ooh. Bone scroll robes.
You're able to attach scrolls to them.
That will come in handy.
Skeleton design.
Yeah.
It's basically what that guy was wearing in his art, but you can like attach scrolls to it in the same way as the scroll robes work, which I think basically lets you.
You just inscribe the scroll onto the robe, and then you can cast it from your robe.
Yes, yeah. So you don't have to actually draw the scroll.
Fish around, yeah.
Yeah. It just does
That is
take the
very
time, I
useful.
think, to inscribe it before use. That's necessary, so there may be some crafting involved there. But...
Yeah, I forget how inscribing works. You have to actually craft a scroll, right? Yeah,
I think so. Effectively, you're crafting a scroll, but you're doing it onto your robe. And then you've got it always at the ready, and you can just kind of look at your sleeve and go, "Ha! Notes! I was prepared."
Yeah, so it requires magical crafting, but it allows you to, like, the magical crafting feat, but it allows you to craft scrolls onto your robes.
Okay.
That's cool.
These two liquids are the same thing. They're fairly nasty. They're a type of poison.
Ooh.
These
my
are
God.
lethargy poisons. They make you lethargic.
I have so many lethargy poisons.
Yes, you have.
I have 12.
12?
I have one up here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you have 12 lethargy poisons.
Mm.
Stage 1,
Weapons, too.
they make you slowed. And was that
I know what
it?
I'm putting in the water. The spell book, but I don't know if she can do that one.
Oh, where's the spell book? Oh,
right above
right
the
about that.
robes, yeah.
Oh yes, this one is an endless grimoire.
It's truly endless.
Yes, it's basically got a lot more space for spells in it, more so than a typical spell book, and gives you an item bonus, +1 item bonus to learning a spell when you scribe it into that grimoire.
Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be so thick with stuff. So, one question about, well, maybe it's.
Mhm.
Does it get bigger as you put more spells in it, or does it stay the same size?
No, it just has kind of like like as you turn the pages, there's just more pages kind of appear. It just
Okay.
sort of never runs out of pages.
That's good. That would be a really funny problem
And
with it.
whenever you open it, you can open it to the. She'll sort of show you how it works. She's seen one before. You could just like think of which page you want, open it, and it opens to that page.
It's like an iPad,
Yeah.
but with immediate like finding. Yeah, I like it. Ooh, I know what I'm doing tonight. Putting all of my spells in this.
Oh, I should probably get to inventory. Is there anything else you need?
I'm
No,
good.
that's been great. Great selection as always. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'll see you later then, darlings. Have fun.
Oh, we will.
And we're off with plenty of anti-plague.
All right,
What am
you
I gonna
return to
do
the
with
script
all
and
this
script shaw.
poison?
There's a couple customers eating there. When you arrive, so a couple people having drinks. It's moderately busy.
Well, we'll greet everyone and let Shields from Flame know we're back home a bit early. It was a long day, though.
Oh, right, because she was going to potentially stay the night, but no, she doesn't have to.
She's still welcome. She wants to go enjoy the nightlife of the
sure.
city.
I went and grabbed my things already, so might as well make it a sleepover. Hey, Liz, you want to stay the night too? Oh, sure. Dad, can I?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes! And she like jumps in the air.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Oh, Felix, what should I... It seems like the guest left the spare room. Should I do anything about that, or...
It can. It's not urgent. So I don't feel the urge to do it now. But we can get that room ready for use again sometime tomorrow. And I think the guest might have left behind some menus and flyers that we can use. That was something
cool.
that they were working on for us.
Aw, that was nice of them. I guess they must have really liked it here.
Yeah, they were in, that. I got to see them off to their next adventure today, but they were incredibly thankful for the time they got to spend here, and that we were able to give them a safe place to stay.
I'm sad I didn't really ever get to talk to them, but oh well. Hope they come back soon.
Indeed. Hopefully, when Corvosa's a little bit calmer, we can all hang out once again.
All right. Well, with that, Lizzie will get back to her work. Shields from Flame will get back to door duty, and the rest of you have the rest of the evening. It's 7 o'clock.
Should probably do some work.
Yeah, I need to probably get moving and hiring a chef if I'm to get my tavern wagon to an operational state.
And Regan?
Want to solve a mystery? Well, no, I don't have enough information.
You could totally go around and try to find the source of this plague that you believe is happening.
I heard
It's all around us.
Is
I don't
Regan
think-
staying here at the Scrib and Scrimshaw? Or
No, what time? 7 p.m.? No, going back to school.
All right.
I'm going to do something that maybe, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm reading
All
my
right.
notes. I have a cool chart going that no one
Ooh.
can see.
I like cool charts.
Yeah, it's a bad chart. It's all about murder and
Murder?
poisons.
All right.
Are you
Regan's
trying to
Charlie
chart all the
chart.
green ones?
Charlie chart's in progress.
Yeah.
Sounds like
loves
Tully,
the
you want to go to
Charlie
work.
chart.
Yep. On our way.
All right. And Felix, you're staying at the Scrib and Scrimshaw. All right. Tully, are you going to work, or are you going to Mayhem work?
Work. We are actually going to
Work.
do a shift.
Okay. I forget if you've done a shift in the last week. If not, go ahead and give me a firefighter lore.
I don't think so.
I don't think you have, so yeah, go ahead and give me a firefighter
read it.
lore.
Not great. 14.
14. You do have some hero points, but
I'll
what
leave it,
is
it's fine.
level are you? You're level 5?
Yeah, it's not a good roll.
Yeah, it's not a good roll. It is a failure. Which makes sense. You are still tired from
Yeah,
being
it's
drained
only
from
been 3 or 4 days since resurrection still, so.
since your death, so right back to work.
Yep.
Where's my chart? Do they not have?
You made... It's somewhere in there.
Oh, maybe it's not on this one. Okay, I thought this GM sheet had the.
Oh.
Maybe it's the other GM sheet. I have 2 GM sheets, or 4 GM sheets maybe now. Sorry, choked on my own air.
Failure at level 5 is 2 silver a day.
2 silver. All right. So you get you earn your 2 silver for the day. I will get to what happens at the night because it's slightly more exciting than usual.
Okay.
I don't like that.
That sounds legit to me.
Mm-mm.
Regan,
I'm just
What are you up
copying
to?
all of my spells into this new grimoire.
Okay. Yeah, that's you don't need to like relearn them to copy them. You just spend the
just-
time to.
Takes a while because I know a bunch. I didn't know there was a limit to spell books until just now. There's 100
Yes,
spells
yeah.
in my normal spell book. So
So yeah, the endless grimoire is
this is great.
much more than that.
Useful for that.
Yeah.
Uncapped. Okay, so yeah, Regan then is spending the evening with Majenko. Majenko's like turning the pages of the spellbook for you, your old
Yay.
spellbook for you, and reading out the details so you can scribe them down. Yeah, and the two of you make good progress. You get through all of the spells that night.
You get a bonus spell when you prepare using the book. So
Oh yes, that's true.
yeah, extra first rank.
Yep.
I love it.
think there are higher endless grimoire. Yes, there are higher level versions of the endless grimoire
Ooh.
that you could upgrade this one into at later levels.
Okay.
I think the next one is greater, which is at item level 10. Gives you an extra third rank spell instead,
Ooh.
and a bigger item bonus to learn a spell, etc.
That's
Anyway,
great.
let's jump to Mayhem. So, your shift tonight as a firefighter is an exciting one. There is a fire, as there often can be, in in North Point. Let's see. It is not too far from the bank of Abadar. It's a pretty nasty fire. It's like two buildings, just two like suburban houses. Not suburban, they're urban. Two urban houses. Two houses that are right beside each other, burning up. People inside tell you it was like a grease fire. You're working with your team, trying to get the fire put out quickly. It's a long night. And you're not done with the blaze until like 2 in the morning. It's a rough one. Thankfully, people didn't die, but there were a couple people who were hurt. So just had to get treated, taken care of. But you're there with the kind of cleanup crew at the end of the night. And that's when you hear an interesting sound from the north. You hear the watchtowers bells, alarm bells, ringing.
The fire didn't spread, right? I thought it was just the two buildings.
No, it's not the fire. It's not a fire bell. It's you're part of the guard. You would know. This is it's a naval warning. There's a ship. There's like a enemy ship or dangerous ship in the harbor.
What the? And this is in the middle of the night. Okay.
Yeah. You start to hear trebuchets launching. You look up at the northern wall and you can see guard like lighting pitch and launching something out north into the river.
The walls are too tall for me to see what would be.
Yeah, to see over them from here, yeah.
Okay, no way to get up there either.
You could try to get to the bridge to see.
Is the fire out? Because I do have...
Yeah. The fire's out. It's done.
As long as
Everybody's
it's
been
contained.
cleaned up. Yeah, it's just the last couple people who are you're just like picking up ashes and stuff. You're basically just organizing the last little bit of cleanup crew, and it's basically
Then
done.
I will try and get over to Northbridge to see if I can see what the hell they're shooting at.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you
invasion?
leave the last couple of people behind. The gate is unmanned currently, so you just run through and up to the north side of the bridge here, and you're just in time to see a ship in the center of the river, like right here. I guess I can just draw like a little circle. That's too hard to see. Let me change the color of the circle. I'll do yellow. Yeah, there's some kind of ship is on fire. It's being hit by the trebuchets from the wall, and it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like a black ship. Black sails, but they're quickly going up in flames, and the ship is starting to sink.
Is black ship and black sails, is that Cheliak's colors? I know they...
Give me a society check.
Sure. Should have asked if that was blind or not. 17 total.
17. Oh, would you know that? It's not Cheliak's. Black is a Cheliak's color, but you can kind of make out like some kind of symbol on the flags, but it doesn't look anything like the Cheliak symbol. And you can't quite make out what it is.
Not really familiar. Sure.
But it looks like maybe another country's symbol. But the whole ship is going up in flames fast and is quickly falling apart and starting to sink. The alarm bells are dying down as it seems like the guard is successful at launching a few more lumps of pitch at the ship. More people are coming out around you up to the bridge to take a look, because it's woken some people up. People are running out to see what's going on.
If I think that it looks like the ship's been taken out, if they've finished shooting at it and it's sinking pretty well, I will start trying to organize people to keep moving, to not tarry on the bridge, to keep a path, return to their homes, things are taken care of, etc.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to keep things calm, get people organized, and get them back home and back to bed.
Yeah, not on the bridge in the middle of the night in case something weird happens. So
yeah, a big crowd starts to form, but you're able to kind of help curtail that. Some guard come out from the guard towers to assist you with that, and eventually they take over the job and let you go if you want to go home.
Yeah, and then I'll take off at that point. Strange that we'd be invaded like that, but
like an invasion of one ship?
Yeah, as far as you could tell, it was a single ship.
black sails, pirate ship.
Black
perhaps?
sails, maybe dark wood, and a. Let me see if I can. Describe anything about the. There was a bit of red in the flag, maybe like a red shield or something, and like a little bit of white. Maybe a skull. Feels piratey. It's
It
probably
does sound
a pirate ship.
Yeah. Well, good that they sunk it before it got too close, I suppose, but...
Yeah, pirate ships aren't uncommon. I mean, they do happen sometimes. Sometimes they'll try to sneak in.
That one got awful deep into the harbor for sneaking in, though, didn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty rare. It is late at night, but...
Well, there will certainly be word about this in the morning. Either commending them for doing a good job, or chastising them for letting the ship get this far. Or both. Possibly both. So,
Yep.
We'll wait for word.
Strange.
Very.
All right. The next day comes. It's early in the morning. Felix, you're there at the Script and Scrimshaw. Lizdy and Shields from Flame had stayed the night, so they're up and doing a bit of cleaning to help get the bar ready in the morning, helping out with the morning sort of setup. When there's a knock at the door, it's before you've had, it's like, I'll say it's like 6:30 in the morning. Oops, I am jumping like a day forward. Oopsies. Fuck. Oh no, alright, I'll fix the calendar in a bit. Yeah, there's a knock at the door. And it's like 6:30 in the morning or so. So pretty early for customers.
Hopefully, I've at least had my own a cup of coffee, but I will somewhat sleepily go over to the front door and answer it. Hello?
Hey, it's Grau, Mr. Soldado, the formerly drunk guard whose sword you now have.
Oh, Grau. Good morning.
He looks like worried. He's like sweating. He's clearly like ran here in a hurry, perhaps. Oh, thank goodness you're here.
How can I help you?
Your friend, the cat. She's a doctor, right?
I think medically curious might be the better phrase, but definitely in that area. What's wrong?
I need help. My niece, she's... I don't know what to do.
It's okay. If she's not feeling well, while Regan is probably way too interested in what's going on, we can also help get them to a temple to get looked at.
We tried the temples all night or not all night, all morning, and they're turning everyone away. I don't know what else to do. We don't have the money to pay them.
I'm so sorry. What is wrong with your daughter?
Not my daughter, my sister's.
Your sister's.
She's got a rash. She's been coughing real bad. She won't wake up. We tried to get her to a healer, but
well, Regan definitely would be the person to make a better judgment. I myself would be at a loss. I can definitely.
Do you know where she is? I can go find her.
I think she went back to the university. If you give me a minute to go find my shoes and maybe a jacket, I can head over with you.
Oh, sure, thanks. And
I'll
he will kind of nervously stand there in the doorway, crossed arms, like tapping his foot anxiously.
I'll be quick about it and like get ready to go out for the day. I imagine this is being too early for me to be ready. But I'll get out there in 5-10 minutes flat.
Yeah, you haven't you probably haven't done your spell prep for the day yet, since it is fairly early.
But I will take a minute and ask Zalaria to send a message to Regan to let her know we're on our way and to kind of give a rundown of the facts that I just learned.
So Regan is probably asleep. But
There's
Regan, Miss Regan,
What?
Miss Regan,
What is it? Ah, hello.
it's urgent. Mr. Soldado, his daughter is experiencing some kind of illness. Not daughter, niece.
Niece. We're all gonna make that mistake. I promise.
Sick. Why doesn't he take her to the doctor? Where is the
He
doctor?
says that he's tried, but the clerics are all busy or not seeing him. It wasn't clear.
My God, that's a really weird way to say useless. What?
Early
what
morning
do they
Regan
want?
is best,
What?
Regan.
What do they want me to do about it? Why are you telling me this?
He was hoping that he could
Stretches.
see you.
Me?
A last choice, I believe.
A last choice. Well, you don't have to be so offensive about it. But I'll see her.
I apologize. They were his words.
Oh yeah, I'm not shooting the messenger here.
Very well.
Last choice. Choice Z. Great. Okay, whatever. Okay. Get my books. Where are my books? And she starts fumbling around her dorm, getting her books on wasting disease and all of that, and putting it together. Oh,
Okay, so
wait,
you're like
no.
assembling things as are you gonna try to meet them
Yeah,
there
she
or
shouldn't come in here, because then she'll get the school sick. And then it'll be my fault, and I don't want it to be my fault, because they'll kick me out of school. So that's way more embarrassing than what Rolth was kicked out for. So I'm gonna go and meet them somewhere. Where can we meet? Probably not in the place with food. Felix, where do you want to meet?
We could probably just go to the niece's place, unless you specifically want to choose a third-party location.
A niece's place, where she is coughing and spewing all of her junk all night. Yes, let's go to the niece's place.
Okay, you make a point. What about Trinia's old apartment? I dare say it'd be empty.
Isn't there old people in there?
Gosh, 2 for 2.
We can go to her. We can go to the niece's place. I don't think the niece should be walking anywhere. I'm just cranky. It's early. I haven't prepared any of my spells. I feel very naked.
We can go to the niece's place, and if we do need a third-party location, I dare say Gaedred's hideout is empty.
Oh, ew, yeah, that's where we should bring sick people. To the fishy goo place. No, it's fine. Well, I'll come down. Where's her place? Where's the niece? I don't know.
I'll meet you outside the university gates. We'll go there together.
Okay, sounds good. I will go there.
All right. Well, and with that, you grab your things, put on your jacket, and do you want to do your spell prep? Do you want to take the hour for spell prep or no?
Yeah, if he's gonna take forever to get here, I'm gonna do it. Because it's basically
I mean,
you know.
it'll take them less than an hour to get to you. I'm asking
Like-
both of you. Does Felix want to take an hour to spell prep, and does Regan want to take an hour to spell prep?
I have not burned any spells. Did not use any in the last day, so I'm good.
Oh, true. All right. So yeah, you
Um,
could just go straight there then.
Yeah, like Regan, you're welcome to use the time it takes for us to get over there. But
Oh, Because
know if
then
it
you're
will
gonna
take
get
an
here
hour.
too early, and then you're gonna be waiting for me.
Only like 30 minutes.
That's
Maybe
30
maybe
minutes.
20 minutes because
Look,
Felix
you're
does
a
have to
wizard.
finish getting ready.
People have to wait on
It's
you, and they should know
one
that they have to wait for you. So
It's one spell. It's fine.
Oh.
You'll deal with whatever I slept on last night, and you'll like it, and everyone will be happy when I die in some weird battle. And it'll be your fault, not mine.
All right.
I will make sure in grabbing my things, I have a couple of flasks of moderate anti-plague. So
Ooh, that's a good idea.
those are in my pocket if nothing else is.
Okay, so you fish around, you grab some stuff, and you go to meet Regan at the entrance of the university or the academy, where I guess she's looking quite grumpy. But her hood's down.
Yeah, I slept in my hood. The ears are all like
Crumpled.
crumpled. I didn't get to brush my cheek fur. All right, where's the sick child?
She lives with my sister in Trail's End. I can take you there. It shouldn't take too long.
Take us there.
Thank you so much for doing this. I have some money I could pay you, but I didn't have enough to pay for the
No.
Abadar
I-
clerics, and
I'm not a proper doctor. I don't know if I can really do anything, but I will certainly try. And I don't need money.
thank the gods. Or, I guess not in this case. Come, we should hurry.
You can just smile. I mean, she has a god, she believes it, just not those ones.
All right, and I guess the three of you make
God,
your
yeah, what is
way
it?
through the city streets.
As we go through the city, like how chaos is the city in this morning? It sounds like the temples might be overflowing, but is this?
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
are
try
there
to go by a temple? I guess the
no,
only temple that you pass by is the Bank of Abadar. You do technically walk down the road from it.
I love that. I love and hate that that's a temple, but like, yeah.
I always forget that
Are there
that's a
lines around the
temple.
block? Are even the rich sick?
As you pass by, you do see there's a cluster of people standing outside the bank, which is rare for this early in the morning. There might usually be like one or two people trying to get like an early deposit or something, but yeah, this is more like 20-ish people kind of standing around outside. As you walk past, the streets otherwise are fairly quiet. There's some people about, some workers going about their normal thing. See huddled groups of people whispering. Especially once you get into North Point. When you get over towards North Bridge, as you're walking towards the bridge, you overhear some people mentioning something about a pirate ship last night.
Too tired for that. Oh god.
Yeah. Non-important thread. You continue out North Bridge Gate, and then north up towards Trail's End. And as you make your way into this old, I guess relatively new, Varisian slum town, I think that is where we will end it for tonight. Yay!
Everyone's sick.
Only good vibes.
yeah,
Nothing bad is happening. It's all
Good
good.
plague vibes.
Plague? What plague? There's no plague. It's fine.
luckily I have all the plagues, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, and no one else will.
Let's go through me.
Well, tune in next week to see how Tullios's anti-plague monopoly turns out. Will the party become Big Pharma? Is there a plague, or is it just everyone's imaginations? Is it a pirate ship, or something darker? All these things and more, or less, depending on how fast we are, will be answered next week on Third Action. You don't want to miss it. Or you do, I don't know. Shrug. Good night, everybody.